function overloading and operator overloading, which comes under one of the feature of C++. So what is that feature? Can anyone tell me what is that feature? Function overloading and operator overloading, including one of the feature of a C++. That is, oops. What is that feature?
Dynamic binding.
It's not dynamic binding, no? It is polymorphism. Did you remember this one? Polymorphism. So we have features of C++ class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message binding, and dynamic binding and message passing. So these are the features of C++. Okay, as certificate polymorphism. So now we'll see that in polymorphism. So already we discussed this particular slide in the first unit. So poly means many, and morph means here forms, number of forms. So polymorphism means many forms. So how to take the many forms in C++. So the ability of using the same name for doing different things. Okay, so if you are taking the same name for number of functions, then how can we access the each and every functions? So with the number of parameters and type of parameters in the function overload. Okay, now once see the polymorphism type here. So we have two types of polymorphism, that is compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. So what is the compile time polymorphism? Again, we have two types in compile time polymorphism, function overloading and the operator overloading. Okay. Now come to runtime polymorphism. We have two types. We have one type here, function overriding. That is a virtual function. We can access the function overriding concept. So this is about the polymorphism. So polymorphism having the two types, that is a compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. Under compile time polymorphism, we have a function overloading and an operator overloading. And under runtime polymorphism, we have a function overriding, and we can access those functions with the virtual function concept. Okay. Now, in first unit already we discussed about the what is function overload. So we can take the same name for number of functions, and we can differentiate those functions with the number of parameters and the type of parameters. Okay. Now suppose see that one. So this is a compile time polymorphism. We have a function overloading. Function overloading is using a single function name to perform different types of tasks. Suppose if I am taking the two statements, already we discussed this one. Again, I will recall these concepts. I'm taking the two statements here. He is wearing a watch. Okay, he is wearing a watch. Okay, then what is the second statement? Watch your actions. I'm going to watch your actions, everyone. So this is the second statement. Now see the two difference between two statements here. Here, watch is a noun, means it is an item. Watch is an item. Okay. Now come to the second statement. Watch is a verb. It is an action. Okay. Watch is a verb. Okay. So, but I'm using the same word, but I'm using the same word in the different sentences in a different way. So this is about the overloading. Verb. Now, how can we take that concept into the C++? Suppose I am taking the function name voice void add, and I am taking two parameters and which are type integer a comma b. Okay. Now, suppose I am taking one more function void add again. I am taking the same name add and add here. So both functions are in the same name add. But here I am taking the three parameters. Okay, here add consists of two parameters. Here add consists of three parameters. Okay, but the function name is same. So if a function name is same, but we can differentiate these two functions with the number of parameters. So first function consists of two parameters, and third function consists of the three parameters. So that is number of parameters are different when you are taking the function name as the same here. Suppose I am taking one more function void add. Here I am taking the three parameters again. So second function add consists of three parameters, and third function add consists of three parameters. But we can differentiate these two functions with the type of parameters. Now you can see here we have an integer a, integer b, integer c. But come to the third function, we have a float a, float b, and a float c values. Okay. So we can differentiate the second and third functions with the type of parameters. So like this, we can take the function overloading with the number of parameters and the type of parameters. Okay. Now come to the operator overload. Okay. So before going to this operator overloading, I want to show one concept. Then we'll go to that one. Okay. Now, so what is operator overloading? So now, till now, we have seen that what is the function overloading. Function overloading means we are taking the same name number of times, but we can differentiate those with the type of parameters and the number of parameters. Okay. Now come to the operator overloading. What is an operator actually? Can anyone tell me what is an operator? What is an operator? Anyone? Anyone? What is an operator overloading? What is an operator? First tell me what is an operator. No, no one. Are you there, people? Or simply you're logging and keep your mobiles aside and you're doing your work?
No, ma'am, we are
Yes?
listening, ma'am.
Yeah, they tell me what is an operator. You have an operator, types of operator, number of operators in C language. No?
Arithmetic
Yeah.
operator, logical operator, relational
Yeah.
operator, difference operator.
Yeah. These are the types of operators. And what operator can do when you are using that particular operator in the programming, it is going to perform some action or it is going to perform some operation. If you are using a plus, it is going to perform the addition of two numbers or addition of three numbers. But if you are taking the minus, it is going to perform the subtraction operation. So each and every operator having their own task. Okay, now how to overload those operators in the C++? How to overload the operators? So we have seen that how to overload the function, but we need to see that how to overload the operator. Actually, what is an overloading with the operator? So we have to see that. Now you can see operator overloading is a compile time polymorphism in which operator is overloaded to provide the special meaning to the user defined data type. So we are giving the special meaning to that particular operator by using the user defined data type. So what is the user defined data? We have two types of data types actually. So built-in data types and the user defined data types. So what are the built-in data types like integer, character, float, double, long int? All these are the user defined. I mean built-in data types. Already those data types are built in by the compiler itself. But come to the user defined data type, we are going to give the data type for the particular value. Suppose if we are taking the structures, class, these are all unions. These are all user defined data types. So it is going to collect the number of different data elements. Okay. Now how to overload that operator with the user defined data type? Now you can see. Operator overloading is used to overload or redefines most of the operators available in C++. It is used to perform the operation on the user-defined data types. So till now in in C language, we have seen that we are using the plus or minus symbol between the variables or two values, whether it is integer or float, whatever. Okay. Now we are going to take the same operators between the objects. Is this clear, everyone? So in C language, we have seen that we are using the operators between the variables or values, whether it is integer or float, anything. But come to the operator overloading concept in C++, we are going to take the same operators between the objects. Now tell me, can anyone tell me what is the difference between the variable and the object? Difference between variable and object. Can anyone tell me what is an variable and object? Obj dot a plus obj dot yes, xy are variables. Okay. Tell me the difference. Objects are used to access variables. Of course, we can access the variables using object. Okay, that is the use of the or accessing the variables using the object. Okay, but what is the difference between the variable and this object? No, ma, no. No. Rakshit, it is a wrong statement, I think. Okay. Uh, Still anyone? Now see here.
Ma'am,
Yes.
variables are used to store the data
Okay.
and objects. Hmm,
Yes. Okay. No problem. Good. Good trial. So, variable consists of only one value. Suppose if you are taking the int a, what is the value you need to store into the a variable? That is integer only. If you are taking the float b, b value consists of float value. Okay, it is only one value. But come to the user defined data type. What is the class? Class is a user defined data type color. Okay, so suppose if you are taking the objects, what is an object consist of? All the members of a class. Suppose if you are taking the 10 data members, 10 data members, not the variable, 10 data members in a class, all those 10 data members included in the object. So object consists of more than one variable values. More than one variable values. So if it is a single value, we can perform the any operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication like that. But if the value consists variable consists of number of values, means object consists of number of values, how can we perform the addition between those number of variables of one object into the other object? Okay, that is the operator overloading. You can see here. So some of the operators we cannot overload here. Only few operators we can overload with the object. So like you can see here, almost all operators can be overloaded except few. So I am giving some of the operators here. We have lot of operators are there. Here I am giving some of the operators. That is a dot operator. We cannot overload the dot operator. We cannot overload the scope resolution operator, and we cannot overload this one, third one. Now, can anyone tell me what is the third operator? Third type of operator here? Question mark followed by this colon symbol. So there is a special name for this one. What is that one?
Ternary operator.
Yes, good, good one. Ternary operator or conditional operator. It is like a if else statement, simple if else statement. So question mark followed by the colon symbol. So it is a ternary operator or the conditional operator. It is like a if else, a simple if else statement. And third operator is the size of operator. So what is the size of operator here? Suppose if you are taking the size of A. So what is A here? Suppose if I am taking int A, then size of A and B. What is the size of A here? It is the type of A is integer. So 2 bytes of A variable is going to display on the monitor. So this is the size of operator. But these we cannot overload in the C++. What are those? Dot operator and scope resolution operator, question mark and colon followed by the colon, that is a ternary operator, and size of operator. We cannot overload these one. Okay, but what operators we can overload? How to overload those operators? Now we can see that. Okay, now this is a syntax to this is a syntax to overload the operator. So that is the return type. So what is the return type of a function and the class name? So you are going to define some function in the class. So what is the class name? Scope resolution operator, and we have to take the keyword as an operator. It is a keyword. Okay, so it is a built-in keyword. Operator is a keyword followed by the you want which operator you want to overload in the program. So write that symbol here, symbol of operator, whether it is going to take a plus or minus or subtraction or multiplication, any operator here. Okay, other than some few operators we cannot overload that one. So other than those we can use any operator here. So operator keyword followed by the operator symbol, and you can take the parameters, and you can open the braces, and you can write the function body and close the braces. Now let us take one example for this one. So I'm taking the return type of function is here integer, and the class name here a scope resolution operator. Then what is the is my screen is visible to you? Yeah, yes. Now you can see here I'm taking the return type of function is here integer, and the class name is here a, and scope resolution operator, and we have to take the operator keyword. So that's why I'm taking it is in a red color. So operator is a keyword here. So operator followed by the symbol. So if you want to overload the plus symbol, you can take the plus, or if you want to perform the subtraction operator, you can take the subtraction, or multiplication, division, like that you can take the operator here symbol. Okay, and within the brackets you need to take the parameters here. Okay, and you can open the braces and you can write the function mode, close the braces. Now, can anyone tell me what is the parameters I am taking here? What type of value I am going to take the parameter here? Can anyone observe this one?
Class name, ma'am.
Class
Yes,
name.
yes,
Class name.
of course.
Class, ma'am. Ma'am,
So
there is
this is a
no
class name. Means I'm taking the parameter as what? It is an object now. Yes or no? If we are taking the parameters as an object, then we need to take the data type of object is class name. So I'm taking the parameter here object. For example, I'm taking this an object and class name is here A. Okay. Now let's see the one statement here. Operator function must be either member function, it is non-static member function, or print function. Means if you want to use the operator function, and those operator functions must be non-static member function. Already in question we have seen that what are the types of functions, how to apply, how many ways we can apply the static, how many ways we can apply the print keyword to the functions. Okay, already we have seen that. Now come to this operator overloading. If you have a static member function, we cannot write the operator function. Okay, only for the non-static member functions, we can write the operators. And you can use the friend functions for the operators. You can use the friend functions and we can use a normal member function, but not the static member function. Okay. Now we will see that with the program how to overload the operator. Okay. Now I'm going to take the compiler. Okay, here I'm going to take the online compiler. Guys, please listen carefully. Yeah. So I'm going to overload the operator. So how to overload the operator? So like I'm using class only. So in class we are going to overload the operators. So here I'm taking the class and the class name is here suppose I want to perform the vector addition. I'm taking this class name as a vector vector vector. I'm going to open the class here. So here I'm going to take the two data members. Like suppose it is A and so you can take either it is a private or protected or public, no problem. So no issues. Now come to public access specifier. In public access specifier, I'm taking the parameters. Okay, I need to assign the values to the data members A and B. Whether you can use the constructor to initialize the values or you can use the simple normal member function that is free function. Okay. So So suppose I'm taking the constructor. So we have a constructor. So when we need to go for the other functions, simply take the class name, raise the constructor name. So we are taking the two parameters x and y. Now I'm going to assign the values. That is a equal to x. I'm assigning the x value parameter to the a data member and b equal to. This is only assignment statement. Now I need to display the values also. So for that I'm taking the some display function here. I'm taking the display function. So that is cout under the a and b values are. Okay. So I'm going to take the a and I'm taking space between some two variables and two values and just it is going to display the values of your vector, I mean data numbers. Okay. Now how to take the operator overloading function. How to take the operator overloading function. Once see here, once come to the main function, then we'll go to the class program. How to access that one. Okay. Now here I need to create the here I need to create one object. So to create the object using the class name. So what is the class name here? Vector. Okay. And I'm creating the object here obj. Suppose obj1 and I'm taking the obj2 2. Okay. Now here I need to pass the parameter. Why? Because I'm taking a constructor to inside the values. So here I'm taking the values 2 comma 3 and here for the object 2 I'm taking the 4 comma 5. So these are the values. So object 2 consists of AB and object 2 consists of AB. So but what are the values of object 1 AB values 2 3 and what are the values of object 2 AB values 4 comma 5. Okay, already we discussed this one. Now I want to perform the addition of these two objects. But object consists of how many values here? Two values. So how to perform the addition of two objects? If the object consists of more than one value, then how can you perform the addition operation between the two objects? So that is possible with the operator overload. Now I'm going to take that one. This I'm taking here obj1 plus obj2. Okay, I need to store the result into the one more object. So here I am taking the one more object that is obj3. That is obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2. So I am taking obj3 here. So you need to declare that object here. So comma obj. Now you can perform obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2. Now after, suppose I need to display the values of obj1 data members. So obj1 display function. And to display the obj2 also. So that is obj2 dot display. Then after performing the addition operation, the result is going to store in the one more result in the object that is the obj3. Then how to print the values of obj3 using the display function obj3 dot display. And then the obj3 dot display function. Okay. Now this is the main. Now once come to this particular statement. So listen carefully. obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2. So what is the implicit form of this one? It is obj1, obj2 is not the variables. These are the objects. What is the difference between variable and object? Variable consists of only one value. We come to the object consists of number of values. Okay. Now how to when you are taking this statement, so what is the function the compiler will calls? It is going to call the operator function. So suppose I am taking the function name. Suppose that is a operator. Why? Because it is a predefined keyword operator, and I want to perform the addition of two objects. I need to take the less symbol. And here, once see here, when you are taking the obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj, is my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am, it is
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am, we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
listening.
Yeah, good, good. So once observe this one, so it is not going to discuss about this implicit casting into the any textbook here. So listen carefully here. So what is the meaning of obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2? Is my voice is audible, Sarnalata? Is not audible? Okay. Now, see here. What is the implicit form of obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2? So that is implicit is here I am going to write in comment lines what is the implicit form, that is obj3 equal to, okay, left hand side is as it is obj3 equal to, and what is the right hand side obj1 plus obj2 implicit form, that is obj1 dot, we are calling the predefined operator function, and what is the symbol you are using here, it is a plus symbol. Okay, so use that symbol plus here. In bracket, we need to take the second object, that is a obj2. This is the implicit form when you are taking the obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2. So the compiler is going to convert this obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2 into obj3 equal to obj1 dot, and we are calling the operator function, and what is the symbol you are using here, plus symbol, so write the symbol, and what is the second object with the plus symbol followed by the object here, obj2. So that object we need to take it as a parameter. So what is the one more implicit form of this one here? So when you are taking the like this obj1 dot display, one see this one. What is the meaning actually obj1 dot display here? I am calling the display function and take that obj1 as a parameter. We are taking the display function and we are taking the obj1 as a parameter. So this is the implicit form of it. OBJ1 log display. Is this clear everyone? These two implicit forms, or do you have any doubts regarding this one? So it is an interview type of questions. Suppose if I am taking the operator overloading, suppose if I am taking obj1 plus obj2, what is the meaning of that one? What is the implicit form of obj1 plus obj2? Can anyone expand that statement? So maybe HR asks like that question. Okay, so you need to know about this each and every concept. So what is the obj1 plus obj2 implicit form? obj1 dot, we are calling the predefined function, that is an operator function, and we are using the plus symbol here, so take the plus symbol here and here also, and second object as a parameter. Now suppose if I am taking the obj1 dot display, what is the implicit form when the compiler converts this obj1 dot display into display of obj1, means when you are taking the obj1 dot display, implicitly this obj1 is going to take the parameter in the display function. Okay, so this is the implicit form of the statements here. Now once come to this one, obj1 dot operator plus, and we are taking the obj2 as a parameter, so it is the implicit form. So when you are taking the parameter here obj2, so I need to take the obj2 as a parameter in the operator function also. So I am taking the d obj2, that is a duplication of obj2. So what is the data type of this one? Class name. So what is the class name here? Vector. So vector and object. So vector is the class name, that is the data type of this object. And I'm taking the parameter object here, dObj2. Now, how to perform the addition of two objects here? I need to perform the addition of two objects now. So how to perform the addition of two objects? Okay, that is obj1 plus obj2. So I need to perform this operation in the operator function over operator overloading function. Okay, now when you are taking this statement, again listen carefully. obj1 not operator plus obj2. So we are taking the obj2. What is mean by dObj2? So dObj2 is the duplication of, suppose I am taking one node. You can take any variable. Suppose if it is a 3 or 4, you can take any value. Suppose if you are taking C here, when you are taking the 2 comma 3, these 2 comma 3 values is going to store in the xy now. So xy values are assigned to some AB now. Same thing here. If you are taking the obj2 as parameter, so this obj2 value is stored into the some formal parameter, that is a obj4. Okay, so obj4 is consist of obj2 values only. Okay, but because we are passing this obj2 as a parameter, so that value is going to store in the obj4. Okay, now what about obj1? It
How,
is going
ma'am?
to, yes ma'am.
How it will be stored in obj4?
Yeah, now suppose if you are taking this one, I'm going to take the read function. Let us take the constructor here. Suppose vector int x and int y now. Okay, so is my screen is visible?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
vector int x comma int y. Now, how can I pass the xy values here using some object here obj1 of 2 comma 3. Now, what values of x and y now here?
2 comma 3.
Then how it is going to the x and y 2 and 3 values? Why? Because
First
we
it
are
will be
passing the
assigned to.
value.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we are passing the values here 2 comma 3, and those 2 comma 3 values are stored into the formal values xy, and we are going to assign those formal values to the actual data members AB. Same thing here. I am taking the obj2 as a parameter. So these obj2 values are stored into the formal object, that is a obj. You can take any value, not the obj4 or obj2, dobj2. You can take any formal parameter here, like x and y. You need to take the some variable or object here. So I'm taking the obj4. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now how can I perform the addition of two objects? Now see here. So when you are taking the obj1 dot, means this obj1 is going to the function implicitly. You no need to pass this obj1 as a parameter, but you need to pass the second object as a parameter. So how to access this second object parameter values using the object name? Okay, if you want to access the obj2 data member parameter values, you need to use the object name of this parameter. Or if you want to access the obj1 data members here, simply you can take the a or b without using any object. You can access it. Now suppose here I need to perform addition. How can I access the obj1? Obj1 consists of ab, and obj2 is also consists of ab. Okay, but how can I access the obj1 data members of ab here? Simply you can take the a. Okay, and simply you can take the b. Directly you can access the a b. So what is the meaning of simply a and b? That is related to obj1 data members. If you are taking without using any object, simply if you are taking the data members, those are obj1 data members. Okay, but how can I access the obj2 data members? I need to perform the a object obj1 data member a plus obj2 data member a. But how can I access the obj2 data member using the formal object? What is my formal object here? Obj4. So that is a plus obj4 dot, what is the data member? A. Now come to the second one. B is related to normal object, that is obj1 place. I need to access the data member b from obj2. So what is the formal parameter of obj2 here? Obj4. We take that obj4 dot, and what is the data member there? B. Is this clear, everyone? Up to here?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you are taking simply data members, those are implicit object data members. Okay, no need to take the object. And when you are taking the obj dot data member, means it is the explicit object. You are taking the parameter there. So using parameter object, you need to access the values. That is a plus obj4 dot a and b plus obj4 dot b. Okay. But I need to store the result into the one more now. One more something variable here. I need to store that right hand side values into the left hand side. So these are object. So I'm going to take the one more object here. We can create the object for the class vector. Suppose a result. I'm going to take the object name as a result. So here this result is an object, and it consists of data members of a and b of class vector. Okay. Now how can I store the a plus obj4 dot a into the result object? By using the object name. What is my object name? Result, and that is going to store into the a. And come to this one. Here also result object name dot b data member equal to, consider. So in a result object, a data member, obj1 data member, and obj2, obj2 data member, and that is going to store into result of a data member. And then I'm taking the b data member. It is related to, this one is related to obj1, And obj4 dot b means it is related to object 2, and that is going to store into the result object b data memory. Now I need to return that result. Okay, I need to return that result. So return, what is my resultant object here? Res. Okay, I am taking the resultant object as a return to the particular function. Why? Because here I am taking the statement here obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2, means first perform the addition between the obj1 plus obj2 and store that result into the left hand side object, that is obj3. So how can we get the result of this obj3? You need to pass this, you need to return that value, and when you are returning the value, that value is going to store into the obj3. So I need to return the result object. So what is my result in the object here? Res. So if you are returning the listen carefully. Suppose if you are returning this return x value, some x is there. Suppose if x consists of integer, then what is my return type of a function here? Integer. Suppose if I am returning the x here, if the x is a float data type, and what is the return type of function? Float. Suppose I am returning the char here, x is the character, and what is the return type of character? Return type of function here? Character. So based on the resultant object, resultant variable data type, we need to take the function data type. Okay. Now here I am returning the object. So what is the return type of object? What is the
Result.
data type? What is, what is the data type of an object?
Result, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Vector. Return type of object is vector, isn't it? What is the object data type? Vector. So I'm returning the result here. So result is an object, and it is going to take the vector as a return type. Okay. So that is the return type is vector, and the function name is operator plus, and here we are taking the parameter. Okay. And that return result is going to store into the resultant object obj3, and you can display the values of obj1, obj2, and obj3 here. Okay. Then you can run this program here. You can take the, I have some errors here. Wait a minute. I need some semicolon. Wait. Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm taking the user defined constructor vector. Yeah. Simply I'm just without any body, I'm just taking the vector constructor. I missed some bracket. Where is it? Yeah, I need to take the semicolon for the class now. Okay. So we need to end the yes, yes, good Soumya. So we need to end the class with the semicolon. Okay. Now just run the program. Now you can see the values here. A and B values are, so this is related to obj1, that is 2 comma 3, and A and B values are 4 comma 5, so this is the related to object 2, and A and B values are, and now this is the resultant object value. Now you can see here 2, you can see 2 plus 4, and what is the result here? You are getting 6, and 3 plus 5, and what is the result you are getting here? 8. Means we are performing addition of objects here. Okay, and what is an object consists of number of values. So in that case we need to use the operator overloading. Is this clear everyone?
Clear, ma'am.
Yeah. Suppose now you can see the once PPT here. Already we discussed this in opportunity itself, but once again just recall that concept here. Now operator overloading. Okay, so I'm taking the C equal to A plus B. Here A, B, C are the normal variables. It consists of some value. That's it. Only one value. Okay. Now you can take the one more operation. Obj3 equal to obj1 plus obj2. Now here A, B, C are the variables and obj1, obj2, obj3 are the objects. Okay. So we are using a plus symbol between the variables here, and here we are using a plus symbol between the objects. So if you are using the predefined operators between the user defined objects, then it is called as a operator overload. Simply you can call it as a operator overload. Now, how can we perform the values? Now, suppose if the object that is A equal to data member is A equal to 8 and B equal 6, then we can take that one. So what is the resultant of 8 plus 6 here? It is a 14 that is going to store into the C variable. Now suppose if the class consists of two data members A and B. So these are the two data members. And I am taking the three objects here, obj1 plus obj2 and obj1, obj2, obj2. Each and every object consists of class data members A, B. Now you can see the allocation of memory. So for all the objects, memory will be allocated, and obj1 consists of AB values, and obj2 also consists of AB values, and obj3 also consists of A and B values. Each and every object consists of all the class data members. Yes. Now, what is the value of A and B of object 1 and object 2? Suppose here I am taking the values here for the object 1, data member A value is 6 and here B is 7. Now come to the B, I mean object 2 data members, here also I am taking the 6 and 7, same value. You can take the different values also. Okay, now I need to perform the addition between these two objects. I need to perform the addition between these two objects. Now how to perform the addition here? Obj dot A plus obj2 dot A and obj1 dot b plus obj2 dot b, and this result is going to store into the obj3 dot a as well as the obj3 dot b. So like this we are going to perform the addition operation between the objects. So without using the operator function also we can perform the addition between the two objects. Now in the program we have seen that it is an operator overloading, and using operator overloading we are performing the addition between the two objects. Okay, so this is the operator overloading concept. So is this clear everyone? Do you have any doubts regarding this one?
No doubt, ma'am. Clear.
Yeah, yeah, good. Now, what is my assignment for today? Take the subtraction between the two objects. Write the program that is overload the minus operator. Make a note down this one. So overload the minus operator means we need to perform the subtraction operation between the two objects. Same. So what are the modifications in this program? Suppose if I want to take the subtraction, simply instead of plus symbol you need to take the minus. That's it. Total program is the same. But you need to take the instead of plus symbol you need to take the minus. Here also in operator function also. Here operator function also we need to take the instead of plus symbol we need to take the minus here. Okay, and here also a plus instead of plus we need to take the minus, b plus instead of plus we need to take the minus operator. That's it. Total programming same, but we need to take the minus operator there. Okay, so this is my assignment. First assignment, you need to write the overload the minus operator. Okay, now once come to the operator overloading, we can overload the unary operator and binary operators. Can anyone tell me what is unary operator and binary operator?
Single operator is called as unary operator.
Single operator means operator or operand.
Operant, ma'am.
Operation.
Single operand.
Operand.
Yeah,
Single
good
operand.
operand. Okay, so with the single operand, if you are using a symbol, it is a unary operator. Suppose here I am just writing the statement. Okay, here I am taking the symbol plus plus I. What is the meaning of plus plus I? We need to increment the I value, and it is the before I, so it is the pre-increment, isn't it? Pre-increment. Suppose I am taking the I plus, and what is this statement? It is also incrementation of the I value, I1. but it is a S. It is a post increment. Okay. Now here you can see here I is a variable or it is an operand, and plus plus is the operator. Combined we are taking the plus plus as a one operator here. Okay. So plus plus equal to plus plus is a one operator. So we are using the symbols with the one variable or one value. It is a unary operator. Suppose I need to take the a plus b. What is the meaning of a plus b? I am using the two variables. Between the two variables, I am using the operator. So it is called as a binary operator. It is a binary. But come to this plus plus I or I plus plus, it is a unary operator. Suppose I am taking like this also. Plus a or minus a. We can also take like this. So what is the plus a and minus a? These are the unary operators. These are the unary. Okay, here also minus a means it is a unary. Why? Because I'm using the one operator with the one value or one operand. But come to a plus b, between two variables or between two values, if you are using the operator, then it is called as a binary operator. Okay, so we can overload the unary operators and we can overload the binary operators in C++. Okay, we can overload the unary as well as the binary operators in the C++. Now how to perform that unary operations with the operator overloading? Simple, same program but small modifications here. So I'm taking the, I need to take the plus plus. Okay, okay, incrementation. So I need to take the plus plus. Simply this I'm taking the, once come to the main function, listen, okay. Once take the main function, okay, this I am taking only one object value. Okay, so that's easy understand for this. I'm taking only one object. Okay, now I need to increment the value of the obj1 data members. Yes, I need to increment the value of obj1 data members. Now how to increment the obj1 data members? Plus obj1, that's it. Plus obj1. Can answer this statement. Plus obj1. Like a plus plus I or I plus plus, you can take the plus obj1. What is the implicit conversion of plus obj1? What is the implicit conversion of obj1 plus obj1? Obj1, now this is the different. Obj1 dot operator function with the symbol plus plus. So this is the implicit form of the statement. Okay, so we are taking the plus plus obj or obj plus plus anything. So what is the implicit form of that one? Obj1 dot operator, and we are using the operator here plus plus, and we need to take the function. So this is the implicit form. So please understand this one. So obj1 dot operator plus plus. Okay, so when you are following this statement here plus plus obj1, the compiler converts this plus plus obj1 into the obj1 dot operator. We need to use the plus plus operator, and it is going to be the operator function. So what is my operator function? I'm not going to pass any value here. You can see here I'm not taking any parameter here. So don't take the parameter. So when you are taking the binary operators, listen carefully. When you are taking the binary operator, you need to pass one object. And when you are taking the unary operator, no need to pass any objects. Why? Because obj1 is implicitly it is going to the function. Implicitly it is going to the as a parameter to the function. So we need to take that one. Okay. Now here I need to take the plus plus. Okay. So simply you can use the a. Why? Because obj1 is going to the operator function implicitly. No need to use the object name. If you are taking a parameter here, using the parameter object name, you need to use access the data member. But we here don't have any parameters here. Simply you can take the data member value. So plus plus a, and here you need to take the plus plus b. Now this plus plus a, after implementation of a value, that is going to store into the one resultant value, that is a RESA or RESB. Okay, and I'm going to print the result here itself. No problem. You can print the result here itself. In that case, there is no return type. There is a void here. So simply, I'm going to return the. I'm going to print the value here. Result. That is result is, that is res dot a, res dot a, and res dot b. Okay, now you can see it. Now I'm going to display the obj1 and obj2 data member. Obj1, why? Because I'm taking only one data member object. You can see. Now you can see. So AB values here, AB values are 3, 4. So this is the pre-increment, why it is not implemented the value. Obj1 not plus plus.
Ma'am, time up, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let us take this one. Simply I am taking the plus A and plus B, and you can put the value A and B here. Now you can run the program. Yes. So actually we need to increment the value, but it's not going to take the incrementation value here. So what is the meaning of pre-increment? So if you are taking 3 and 4, what is the resultant value we need to get here? 4 and 5. And it is taking only 3 and 4. Okay, no problem. So just uh, execute this program and see what is the result. So let us try this. So instead of plus, now what is my second assignment? We need to use the minus operator. Means we need to decrement the values. Okay, we need to decrement the object data member values. So minus obj1. So instead of plus, we need to take the here minus values here. Okay, so please try this one. Okay, we have two assignment for today. So first one is with the binary operator, we need to supply overload the minus operator. And come to second assignment is, it is a unary operator. So we need to take the minus operator with the unary. So these are the two programs for assignment for today. Okay. So is this clear, everyone? Do you have any doubts?
But ma'am,
Yes. Clear? Yeah.
ma'am,
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Tell me.
ma'am, can we use object?
What? Your voice is not audible to me, Mumtaz.
Ma'am, can we use object one specific?
No, it is not. Can you type it in the chat box?
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
will
Wait.
see that. Yeah, type it in chat box. I will see that. Thank you, Bhavana, for reply the message. Guys, wait a minute. I'll take the attendance. So once I download the attendance, you can leave the class. Wait a minute. I'm going to download the attendance. It's taking just 1 minute. That's it. Wait a minute.
Ma'am, now, ma'am, can we take
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have taken plus object one.
OBJ1. Yeah.
Can we?
We can take the OBJ also. No problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, we can take plus OB, yeah, plus OBJ1 or OBJ1 plus. Both are no problem. But it is a pre and it is a post. That's it. The operation is same. We need to increment the one value. Whether it is a pre-increment or post-increment, you can take it as operator. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is there any change in our result output
Yeah.
if we use pre-post?
Output, yes. Actually, yeah. Whether it is a pre or post inside the object, the value is incremented. That is, whether it is a pre or post, value has to be incremented.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Can we leave?
Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. You can leave.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You can leave the class. Bye, Mumtaz.
Ma'am,
Yes, Swarna.
ma'am, మేడం ఇప్పుడే
Yes,
జాయిన్ అయ్యాము
tell me.
టెక్నికల్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాము మేము ఇంతకుముందు క్లాస్ విన్నాను
ఇప్పుడు
మళ్ళీ
జాయిన్ అయితే అటెండెన్స్
రీజాయిన్
పడదు
అయ్యాను
కదా అమ్మా. రీజాయిన్ అయితే
కట్
ఓకే.
అయిపోయింది
మీది
మళ్ళీ జాయిన్
టైమింగ్స్
అయ్యా
ఉంటాయి ఇక్కడ. లాగిన్ టైం ఉంటుంది. ఆ టైమింగ్స్ అదే నా టైమింగ్స్ చూసి నేను చెక్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే.
ఓకే మ్యామ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్
Yeah. Okay. Okay.